And you are the loveliest, mostly wholesome fan I know about the bear.
Well, I definitely didn't get biggest plaque, did I, Neil?
Not this again.
Did I, Neil?
No, you did not.
I auditioned for the role of Shadowheart for this game. But it's okay, if you can't get the part, then get the girl. I did. Thank you.
The Thruple.
And Neil.
The Thrup!
The Thrup!
How are the four of you doing? How has New York Comic Con been so far?
Fun.
Amazing.
Crazy.
We've been having a lot of fun. Probably too much fun.
Probably a little bit too much fun, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you like how we're dressed as mummy and daddy and the kids in the blue?
We dressed the
It's
kids.
Really did. We can be sophisticated, darling, but not most of the time.
How have you felt?
I mean, for me, it's been incredible because I didn't expect any of this to happen. Like these guys, you didn't know it was going to be this big, but as Jennifer English's +1, it's been like a magical journey. I can't find the words because I'm a bit nervous. You take the answer, Jen.
It like meeting you guys, because obviously we're just working. We worked in not a particularly nice place in London.
Nice people.
No, lovely people,
Nice people.
but it was a bit grim, and also it was over pandemic, so we were very isolated, and we worked really hard, but we just kind of forgot. Some of us worked really hard, but it like you feel so isolated, and then meeting you all has just been. You know, I don't want to be too #blessed, #Neil Newbon, but it's been utterly insane, and you are the loveliest, mostly wholesome fan I know about the bear.
I think the fact that so many of you come forward to, not just us, but also people at Larian, developers as well as the rest of the 258 cast, many of whom are also very public, which is great, is just to hear your stories and feel your connections to characters. And we're really grateful that you got it, which is cool. The fact that you got it and connected and then met each other. We've met people that got married through the communities that have been created around this game and D&D. Also, Baldur's Gate 3 is a gateway drug to D&D. So apologies to those of you that are now official geeks. Welcome. You're amongst good company. But yeah, thank you. It's been great.
For the four of you, were you already a geek in, the D&D world, or is this like a new thing for you, kind of getting invested and learning about that world too?
Card-carrying geek. For many years. Thank you. The London 251 Union, thank you very much, Student Strong. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
You're a popular kid.
I would. Would we say popular? Yes, we would. Captain of the netball team. Let's not get into it. No, I only knew about D&D through, I'd heard it once in passing and then a bit more because of Stranger Things. And I was like, wow, this looks kind of cool, but I had no comprehension beyond it. In fact, it took me quite late in the day to connect that Baldur's Gate 3 was Dungeons and Dragons. I connected the dots very, very late, so yeah.
In the directing team, there was a couple of people that were nerds that knew Dungeons and Dragons, but myself and most of the others, we had Forgotten Realms open, like tabs of Forgotten Realms all the time to try and keep up with all the lore to deliver the game. So no, I also was not.
I wish I did. It just wasn't. It just wasn't a thing in my rural school. Do you know what I mean? Like it just wasn't. And I think if it was, I'd have found my people.
You didn't look hard enough.
It didn't look hard.
We're always here.
We're always there. No, it just wasn't. And I can so imagine 11-year-old me going absolutely nuts for it. So instead, I get to do that now, which which is great.
Well, it's interesting that because back then, or certainly back then, it was deeply uncool to be. It meant very much that your chances of getting laid are very low. And we used to get bullied a lot for it. Whereas now is the age of geek.
Yeah.
So you have picked the right age.
It's our time, people. It's our time.
It's our time, baby. So you picked the perfect time to go.
Not you, Dev. You're too cool.
She's still too cool.
I'm so glad that we had this much time to work on it. Not every video game is like that. In fact, this is the only one that I've done that has lasted this long. And it just meant we got to learn. And we got to learn how to do things, and we got amazing performance directors on, like Aliona Baranova, who really knew movement and could go, oh, actually, this doesn't look good in animation. And it just meant that we got to grow as performers as a result. So yeah, it's been amazing.
I like that you said we got to take our time, and I was just thinking about the notes we receive before we do a session with each actor, and with Jen it was like, okay, speed up a bit, you don't take your time too much, versus Dev, who's the fastest person to record on the game.
Well, I was hoping someone was going to mention it, you know. Fastest actor in the game. What other accolades did I get?
That was it.
Well, I definitely didn't get biggest plaque, did I, Neil?
Not this again.
Did I, Neil?
No, you did not. Sometimes it is the size of it.
Ew, Mummy and Daddy, stop.
Mummy and Daddy are fighting again. Sorry. Sorry.
This is an interesting dynamic. I kind of like it's a bit of
We don't do this usually.
weird going on today.
I like it.
It took us to, we did a road trip from Syracuse recently, all of us, and it was very much like a family.
Good God.
It was
was
a
hell.
family journey on a
Never
road, like
again.
everything's nightmare.
Neil had fun.
I had so much fun. I was
Neil had
like, I'm a trucker.
Daddy had fun.
Daddy, I'm a
but
trucker.
Mummy
I'm not
and
a
the
trucker.
kids did not.
And can I
Right.
just say, Daddy didn't like Chapel Roan, and I'm still cross about it.
Oh.
I know!
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I'm not an ally, because I am. But it's okay not to like a song. I just think
You
it's
gave
fine.
it 10 seconds.
Yeah, you did. It was a long fucking 10 seconds. Sorry
not
for swearing.
Was this Pink
Sorry,
Pony
sorry,
Club?
sorry.
Sorry
Hot
for
to Go?
swearing.
Which
Huh?
one is it? Was it Pink Pony Club? Hot to Go? What was
I have no idea. It was something.
Good luck, babe.
Good luck.
Devastating.
One that we're rather fond of with the children.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, so we just worked out this is our new dynamic. We did get a couple Are We There Yet? Which was very tense.
Because we were stuffed in the back as the
Like, because you're the
smallest
kids.
ones.
Where you belong.
Very uncomfortable.
The little ones.
I've got a Neil leg at the moment.
Do
No, it was cool, but it's nice.
That's weird in this dynamic. Actually, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
I'm so sorry.
Not on this panel.
So what was your research like in becoming Lae'zel?
For the Githyanki? Honestly, it was kind of what I was given at the time. Very little. I think that I didn't really do a deep dive. Honestly, I didn't do a deep dive because we didn't know what the game was until like a year into it. What Neil knew, but I didn't know what the game was. So I wasn't like, and I guess I didn't really put two and two together. Listen, I think that I'm the kind of person that maybe looks intelligent, but there's not a thought going on behind the eyes. Sometimes, really, there's nothing going on in there.
Head
so,
empty.
yeah, so I'm, you know.
They do say life is painless when you're brainless.
Right. So I was just like going on mostly, actually not mostly, all of the writing, a little bit of the art that I had, and I think I had like a tiny bit about the Githyanki, like a little sort of maybe a paragraph, and that was it. And in my sort of little brainless world, I was like, should I, I didn't even think like maybe I should Google what is the Githyanki. No, I was just like, I'm just going to go with what's in front of me. And to be in my defense, the writing is so incredible in this game. I don't really need to do a lot, and I think it would have been to my detriment to be like, okay, let's get into the Githyanki, they're this, they're that. People think of them as really harsh, or, this is their story. I think that would have kind of screwed me over a little bit. So the answer is I did very little, but it was justified.
In her defense, Dev became the blueprint for Gith
Yeah,
Yankee.
I was literally about to say the
Yeah,
same thing.
when anyone would come in to record another Gith Yankee character, their reference would be do it the way Devora Wilde does.
Yeah, and it was.
You were the
and
blueprint.
It was awesome from the beginning, by the way. Like, you absolutely nailed it, man. You really did. The idea of the movements as well. Like, everybody was watching it, and I could see all the actors started working. Like, oh, they get it. They had a instant jump in point from watching what you were doing with the character. It was awesome.
Instinctual. So I auditioned for this game as an actor, because I'm also an actor.
Brilliant
I
actor.
auditioned for, thank you. I auditioned for I'll pay you later. I auditioned for the role of Shadowheart for this game. We'll get on to that later. And I didn't get it, someone else did. But it's okay, if you can't get the part, then get the girl. I did. Thank you.
Some would say that's even better than the part.
It's my biggest flex to date.
Mwah.
Biggest achievement. And so because I had experience in motion capture, I competed in judo and I did gymnastics as a kid. So I, after training as an actor, naturally just transitioned into motion capture and was doing odd jobs. And after not getting the part of Shadowheart, they sent out an email saying, like, we're looking for people who could direct motion capture. Would you be interested? And I had like a show reel of all my mocap work. I said, yeah, send it to them because maybe they'll see my mocap show reel as me as a performer and rethink their choice for Shadowheart and cast me.
Wouldn't that
They
have been an
didn't.
interesting alternate universe where you would have met later, you being Shadowheart, and that, do you know what I mean? Would it have worked out? It would, probably.
No, I'm so happy it worked out the way it did.
Definitely.
Jen is the perfect Shadowheart. I could not have done what Jen did.
We're all lucky that Iona did not get Shadowheart because we got a fantastic and brilliant performance director.
It's true.
Daddy.
Yeah, great.
It's true. We're so proud of the kids. So proud.
So proud.
So
So
proud,
proud.
babe. So proud.